Hey everyone, welcome back to the Space Squid channel. Today we're coming at you live from Kamurocho, and we're here to talk about the sudden release of the demo of Yakuza 3 Kiwami and Dark Ties. I did not know that they would be dropping a free demo of both the games, so that is super cool to be able to play it ahead of its release and be able to talk about it. Now just to get out of the way, I am a Yakuza 3 fan and enjoyer, and also part-time defender. It certainly got its issues, but the vibes are awesome. So I'm really excited just to be able to return to that world. They've certainly made some interesting choices with the remake of it, with Rikia specifically. And also I know there's a lot of controversy around it, and we're not really going to go into that here. We're mostly here just to talk about the game. But it's definitely worth, mentioning. And, it's, it's something. But also as someone who's mostly excited to play Ishin just for the chance to get to see Mine again, I'm pretty excited to play Dark Ties. Super cool that they're making basically a guiding game for, the villain of 3. Freaking crazy, but awesome also. Joining me today as we dive into just a quick little video here. I don't really know, just kind of messing around. And let's check these games out. So full disclosure, this is a demo, and I don't know exactly if this is actually how Dark Ties is going to open. But if it is, I feel like it's definitely better to have played 3 beforehand. It gives very little reference on who the heck this mogging rich man is, but at the same time, I kind of love just figuring it out. Mine makes small choices and gestures throughout the couple of minutes of story here, and it's awesome to see how he's different from other RGG protagonists. I love Mine as a villain because he was complex and morally gray and interesting.
Run. Bye.
And this game doesn't seem to turn too hard from that in order to make him the hero. The demo has you tracking down Kanda, famous from this lovely scene you've probably seen of 3. And fittingly, he's trying to hook up with a lady after being released from prison. However, rising prices and inflation get in his way, as they so often do, and so he tends to do some seriously heinous things. Mine rushes in to stop him, but not selflessly as Kiryu Ichiban or pretty much every other protagonist would do. Instead, he needs Kanda to keep his ass out of prison so they can become business partners. Like the true financial man he is, he kicks the shit out of Kanda, and he gives him 500,000 yen to go get his groove on in a less awful and horrendous way. Mine does make sure to let the poor lady know she's free to go and asks if she's okay, but it's interesting to see with Mine that it's more complicated than simply doing the right thing. He has a motive here. I found the combat super fun also. It seems to borrow a lot of elements from Lost Judgment and even Pirate Yakuza, with its quick and acrobatic combat, letting you do this really cool move where you spring off of one enemy and fly into another. There's also this rage mode thing, which feels straight out of Devil May Cry or even Kingdom Hearts, where you unleash the darkness inside you, and the music switches from a jazzy action piece to a death metal one as you pummel into enemies with ease. I was certainly never challenged in this demo, but it was a blast anytime I got into a fight, and I'm really excited to get to explore it more. I was devastated to find out that karaoke was seemingly not open for the demo. I would have crashed out if I could, but I couldn't really do anything besides run in circles. Overall, this is literally straight up just a couple of minutes of gameplay, but it was super fun, and I'm really excited to see more. Now on to Kiwami 3. As stated, I'm already a Yakuza 3 fan, so I knew I was gonna like this one, but man, is it jarring to not see Rikia as he used to be. No hate for this actor at all, I actually liked him a lot in Tokyo Vice, but it's definitely gonna be a hurdle. However, that hurdle was immediately jumped when I saw you can customize your very own flip phone with the antenna, stickers, rhinestones, color, and you can even pick a ringtone. They got Bakamitai and 24-Hour Cinderella. Okay, this is kind of amazing. I won't even lie. Clothing customization is also back from the recent entries, and holy crap am I excited. I actually have no idea what the general Yakuza fanbase thinks about the clothing customization, but I for one am a total sucker for playing dress up in any game, so seeing it implemented in a game series with such an insane amount of attention to detail is a real treat. I do usually make Kiryu look like a cool hipster, but for the sake of this like 20-minute demo, I think I'll just make him look insane. It also kind of weirdly fits with like the chilled Okinawa vibe. I feel like I could actually see this guy running around when I go visit there myself this summer. To touch on the combat, the dragon style is amazing, and it feels like classic Kiryu combat, while also seemingly feeling really spry and acrobatic. I've been replaying Zero recently for my next big video, so maybe I'm just feeling that. He does a lot of flying kicks and flips, and it's super cool to see. The other style, besides the dragon style, is Ryukyu, and I kind of have mixed thoughts on it. Conceptually, it's super badass, using traditional Okinawan weapons from the island's extensive martial arts history. It also is very fluid. By pressing or holding different buttons, different weapons come out, and you can combo them into one another, even with unique heat actions. This also feels like something out of Devil May Cry, and is super fun. But in combat, I find myself feeling once again very overpowered like in Dark Ties. I hope it's just a matter of it being a demo and not them overcorrecting the original's infamously frustrating combat. It's also slightly immersion breaking to suddenly see Kiryu flawlessly switching between weapons like this, but maybe there'll be a lore explanation, and honestly, it's by far not the craziest thing we've seen in this series. I personally love the original Yakuza 3, and its now nostalgic and retro-feeling atmosphere, but seeing so much new life breathed into it almost 20 years later with absolute tons of new content and features is a delight, and I am eager to return to Okinawa once again. All in all, playing these games has actually made me more excited for the actual release than before. Before, I kind of didn't really even know if I was going to get it. I mean, playing Yakuza 3 again and looking all pretty and stuff definitely would be cool, but I don't know if it really needed it. But just getting to play it and mess around with it and just see how much love they're pouring into it and how much extra stuff there is, especially flip phone customization, like, I mean, that definitely sold me on it. And the clothing customization, I'm a big sucker for. So I will probably be getting it just for those two things to mess around in Okinawa with. But also really intrigued and curious to see what they do with Dark Ties. I don't know how long it's going to be or how in-depth it's going to be, or if it's really just going to be like, you know, like a little 1 or 2 hour experience. But either way, I think it's super cool and super fun. And what do you guys think? Will you be picking this up when it comes out in a couple weeks? Let me know in the comments below, and see you next time. Bye-bye! 言えたのダメだねダメよダメなのよあんたが好きで好きすぎてどれだけ強いお酒でも歪まない思い出がバカみたい